Welcome back to What Arty Noobs for General Disturbance. This is the Bat Chat 15555, the Tier 9 French SPG located on South Spawn of Ruinberg under the command of Angelina75. Game on! Well, you briefly saw it, there was an improved rammer, improved gun laying drive, and also the turbo, or the new turbo, for this vehicle. And Angelina's found a position right up against the wall, ready to go. 155mm howitzer, capable of doing 680 alpha and penetrating through 36? 48mm, that was it. Okay, she's got a target, a Wizzy 111 Model 5A, but she goes for the M103 and she gets a hit. 96 hit points from the first shot. Now, the great thing about this Arty, as I said it before, is it enables you to actually change the vehicle position without actually moving just backwards and forwards. You're actually moving sideways, and that makes it very difficult for anyone who's trying to counter battery you. You can see that M103 died, and that shell whizzed past the Wizzy 111 Model 5A. It's a Tier 10 game with Tier 9 tanks in it, and there is an event going on in the centre of town. So Angelina's going to be watching it from above. In fact, actually, I think Angelina is now looking for a target outside of town. Rounds out. Direct hit! Oh, she definitely scored something there, because the Kampfpanzer and the T100 LT both took big hits. 130 for the T100 LT, 195 for the Kampfpanzer. I think he must have been on the other side of it. And yes, he was the one who took most of the damage. Angelina's brought round the... well, she's got that bubble thing on. Or is that just me? Did I accidentally bring that on? Yes, it may have been me that pressed the button that accidentally brought the bubble on. Well, the bubble actually is just the aiming point. It's some people like to use it, others don't. I don't particularly like it myself. I actually find it much easier to aim using the just standard reticule. Got a target, Kampfpanzer, but we're not loaded. Now, you can see that T100 LT. Now, he's decided to stay on the outskirts of town. Meanwhile, we have got a target on the Kampfpanzer. Rounds out. Just lands alongside him for 113. Now, the enemy RT in this game is an FB3805 and an M53 M55. I think there's a pretty good chance that those guys are going to be on the outskirts of town, because our guys have actually done very well in the town area and are now pushing towards the enemy tanks. Okay, we've got Noobs 03 who's backing up. In fact, actually, he's driving forward, but gets a bit of splash and stun. He was driving forward with his turret turned the opposite way. Now, the enemy does seem to have a large number of tanks right on the in the village, just on the corner. But it's this guy that we can get with the next shot. Rounds out. Oh, just missed out. 35 hit points. Leaves him on 8. He's a one shot. He will go down to the next hit. And if somebody else doesn't hit him, yeah. That was our M53, M55 getting the kill. Now the enemy have only got 2 left. They've been well and truly trounced on this one. Angelina tried to squeeze one in on the T100 LT, but here comes the rest of the crowd. And that DBV is about to get absolutely hammered. The Charvure's gone up behind him, and he's turning his gun around, but there you go. And that's the end of the game. Here's the end of battle results, and that was the third class tanker for Angelina75 in the Bat Châtillon 15555. She managed to get a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. In fact, she got 5 exactly. And she got a Confederate as well for hitting more of the enemy than anyone else on her team. And her win rate from that one was 540. She didn't do a whole lot of damage, but she did touch a lot of enemy tanks out there. And as a consequence, she picked up the Confederate, which is always useful. Let's have a look at the team score. Well, we can see she didn't get the highest damage. In fact, way down. The top scorer was this Blachowicz, who was actually 4,368 hit points of damage. Second highest was the T110E3 with 4,272. And the third highest was Beijing Opera, the 113, with 2,699. Angelina only got 605, puts her way down the other end of the table. Not much damage, but she did get a medal. In fact, she was the only one to get a medal in that game. She got the Confederate, which shows that, well, just about everybody was scoring very nicely on hit points, but they were not scoring on medals. If we look at the number of kills, we can see top scorer again, that Blachowicz managed 3 kills. 2 kills for the Death Star, the Concept 1B, and the Sharp Future 4. Only 2 enemies managed to get kills at all in that game, and only 1 apiece. So very poor for them. Angelina didn't get any kills at all, but that helped her Confederate. And when it came to base XP, Angelina's a little higher, but not much. The top scorer was the Concept 1B with 920, then the Blachowicz with 910, and third was the E3, who managed 812, with Angelina getting 634. Better than the lowest on the enemy team, but it's still very low. Let's have a look at detail. Angelina only fired 8 rounds in that game. She got 2 direct hits, no penetrations, but she got 8 splash. Damage of 605, all of it at more than 300 meters. Damage 6 of the enemy, didn't get any kills, but Angelina got 1,173 hit points of stun assist of 8 stuns. On a free-to-play account, Angelina made 36,896 credits profit, which is pretty good, but that does include a 30,000 mission completion bonus, so effectively it makes it only 6,896. Take that away. But she did get 1,268 experience points out of the game as well. So it wasn't a loss, a total loss. And of course, it does set up a good score for this week's competition. This is the first replay coming in on the Friday. No, it actually came in a lot earlier than that. This one came in on the 11th, but it's been me. I've been very late, and I've been away busy doing other things. So that's why I haven't been able to get as many replays out as I'd like. But yes, Angelina has set up the lead, and now it's up to Talon to come in with a better replay so that he can either beat her or that he tries to meet her. And I'm not sure who's actually going to win this week's, because remember, Angelina won last week with a second class, a bruiser, and a Confederate. And of course, Talon only got a third class and a bruiser. So he didn't get a very big week last week. But I'm sure that they are getting back up to speed. Angelina did say this was an odd game, but she'd take the Confederate. Well, the Confederate's always useful. So we'll see who actually gets the best game this week. If you enjoyed that replay, please give this video a like, and thank you for watching.